This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
First down, and they go back to Harris. They find some open field here. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
26.
On play action, they'll throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Okay, ready?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They hand this off to Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. (7-7) our score after 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing Jones. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Taken in at the 11. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes back throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
from 10 yards out.
And the Packers have taken the lead. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Harris. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Jones.
And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing it.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
The Packers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jones to throw on third down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
The way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Solid effort by Jair Alexander there defensively.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12. Jones, he's going to let one go deep for Parker. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
Catch made by the running back, Aaron Jones.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure that was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This is taken at the 23. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tonyan.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead 3rd quarter.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run. Here's Harris. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. On the ground, it's Harris. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain there that brings forth a 3rd and long.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones finding Henry here on the crossing route.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Bobby Massey, the right tackle, called for the penalty there.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Folks' kick is good.
And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Rodgers throwing here. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot